morning everyone. We're almost ready for kick-off here at St Mary's as Southampton under-21s look to reach the final four of the under-21 Premier League Cup. Martin Hunter's side have beaten Norwich City and Ipswich Town to reach this stage of the competition. Watford are the visitors this evening, with the winners set to face Derby County at home in the final four. Here's how Saints line up tonight. Paulo Gazzaniga starts in goal, with Noel Mason at right back. Will Wood starts on the left-hand side of the defence, with Ollie Cook and captain Jason McCarthy completing the back four. Don Gabe and Jake Flanagan are the two holding midfielders, with Jake Sinclair on the left of midfield and Ryan Seeger, the top scorer for the under-21s, on the right. January signing Filip Juricic starts his first game in over 2 months, just behind striker Sam Gallagher, as he continues to regain his fitness after injury. On the bench, Omar Rowe is back from injury and he's joined by Jake Hesketh, goalkeeper Will Britt, Armani Little and Josh Sims. The team's almost watching. Ollie Cook plays it forward and it's into Jake Sinclair. It's an early chance for Saints and Jake Sinclair scores. It's 1-0, just 1 minute played, and it's a great finish from Jake Sinclair. It was the ball through from Filip Juricic, I think, played the ball through to him. He got in behind the defence and he dinked the ball over the Watford goalkeeper, René Gilmartin. A fantastic start for Saints. A
perfect start, and you know, just as we were talking about Filip Juricic and giving him that chance, he pops up straight away, plays that perfectly weighted ball straight between the two Watford centre-backs, and Jake Sinclair racing onto it, doing what we've seen him do for a number of years, really.
So Jake Sinclair, he has been out on loan at Hibs in the Scottish Championship, but he's returned, but he's given the ball away there, and Watford will have the chance to come forward. It's a dinked effort that goes over Paulo Gazzaniga's goal. It was from Luke 09, but it went over the bar, and it's a goal kick. Tries to find Seeger. Very good friends. Seeger goes for goal, but he fires just over the bar. That was a good turn. Nice sharp turn from Seeger, but on his left foot he blazed it just over. Now got options. Here's Sinclair on the right. He can take a shot. Goes for Sinclair again. Sinclair goes for goal and it's a good save from Gilmartin. 21 Premier League Cup on offer. And here's Sinclair getting at his man. What can he do, the goal scorer? Gets to the byline. Cuts it back. It's Gallagher. And that's gone out for a corner. But I think Gilmartin's body sort of covered it from the linesman and the referee. There are a few bodies in front of him. And no corner is given. Watford perhaps got away with
Sam
that.
Gallagher, wasn't it, that cutback? It was almost looking like it was going to be the perfect one for him to sweep out of his left, but he just almost had to try and pivot on it, didn't he?
That's a great ball from Jake Hesketh. It's Dom Gape. It's into the side netting. It was a great chance for Saints to make it 2-0. A lovely ball through the heart of the defence from Hesketh. Gape, his central midfield partner, was onto it, but he just couldn't quite get it on target. It was another good opportunity possessed as he tries to break, and that's for Levy, who is able to find Martin, who's in behind the defence. He's got quite a bit of pace. What can he do here? It's Martin. It's 1-1. Martin beat Gazzaniga at his near post. It was given away in midfield, and Watford broke very quickly. We've said they haven't had a lot of pace they've got a lot of pace going forward, and they've taken advantage of that to make it 1-1 against the run of play.
They haven't, and he really did show his pace there, didn't he? He was just almost leaving Jake Hesketh for dead there. No chance of really catching up with him, so it becomes very quickly a one-on-one, doesn't it? And, you know, slightly unlucky Gazzaniga did get something on it, I think. But there it is, there's the goal.
It was Bernard Mensah with the goal, sorry, not Martin. Both got the same boots, and we are back underway. And Saints look to get forward straight away with Jake Hesketh, who came on for Jake Flanagan in that first half, and that's a good ball from Noel Mason, and Seeger's in behind straight away. That's a good ball in. Goal! Filip Juricic scores. It's 2-1 to Saints, a fantastic start. It was a great ball from Mason into the feet of Seeger, who crossed. Watford were unable to clear it. Broke for Juricic. His first shot was blocked, but he smashed home the rebound, and it's 2-1 Saints.
Well, what a start to the second half. If we thought the first goal was a quick one, I think that one probably took about 61, 62 seconds, probably only 20 this time. Fantastic.
And it's into Gallagher, who's able to spin his man, and Saints can break here. It's 3 against 2. Juricic one side, Seeger the other. Hit it for Juricic, and it's offside. He plays a lovely finish, but the offside flag is up against Juricic. Gallagher maybe just delayed the pass a little bit too long, and Saints have let that chance go begging. Juricic, it was a lovely finish, but he was just offside. I think the linesman got that one right.
I think so, but it was...
Byers who takes, and that's comfortable for Gazzaniga. He dives to his right, makes a comfortable stop, and it's still 2-1 Saints. It was on target, but was never really going to be one that troubled Gazzaniga too much.
Not get to keep him on a full-time basis. To see him have a real good chance of Premier League football in a year or two's time is fantastic for them.
Jake Sinclair's got away from his man here and he's bringing Saints forward. That's a great ball. This could be it. Cuts it back. Hesketh, Sims, it's 3-1 and that should be good night for Watford. A fantastic team move. All started with Sinclair. Played a good ball through for Hesketh, who found Sims, and that's a good finish into the empty net. That's 3-1 and that could be game over.
It could be, and great unselfish play by Jake Hesketh just to shift the ball to his on-rushing teammate in Josh Sims rather than take the attempt at goal. And
Mensah to take. It's to the near post and Seeger clears. And that's a missed volley, but it's back into the box. It's laid off. And they've got one back. It's 3-2. Watford do find the back of the net. Could it be too late? They are back in it. It's 3-2. It was a good little ball into the goal scorer. And Falevi's got his goal. That's his 33rd of the season. It was a very smart finish. He did look lively in the first. But that pretty much was the last kick of the game. Saints are into the last four. A 3-2 win here against Watford. Derby County await an opportunity to progress to a two-legged final against Blackburn Rovers or Reading, last year's winners. And Jim? Martin, congratulations into the final four of the Under-21 Premier League Cup. What were your reflections on tonight's game?
Well, obviously a much better performance. We started both halves terrifically well and obviously scored in the first couple of minutes in each half, which was a real positive.
And that early goal was so crucial, wasn't it, after the last couple of games?
Well, it was a great bit of play. I mean, Phillips played a great ball in for Jake and he's finished it really well.
And it was the ideal start because the players needed that confidence boost perhaps after the last couple of results.
Well, yeah, but I mean, there's a different atmosphere in the dressing room. The warm-up, there was a bit of a spark back in the squad before the kick-off. So I made changes as I said I would do, and the boys have come in and equipped themselves well. And
defensively, you had 3 under-18s playing tonight. How impressed were you with them and how they equipped themselves?
Well, I thought they were nervous to start with. Niall was at fault for their goal, but he learned from that. And I thought Ollie Cook grew as the game went on. Woody's really a centre-back playing at left-back, so that's valuable experience for them.
And 2 quick goals, both halves. What do you put that down to, just that quickness out the blocks?
Well, we keep talking about how important it is to start both the halves well, not just the first half, but both of them. So tonight that was absolutely spot on and much needed.
Jake, you got off to the perfect start there. Talk us through that opening goal.
Yeah, Philip put me through. Great ball. And I seen the keeper coming. I thought, yeah, I'm just going to have to lift it over him. And yeah, just buzzing to get my first goal since I've been back. So I'm delighted with that.
How did it feel when that went in? Because it's been quite a while coming, hasn't it?
Yeah, it was a massive relief, to be honest. I think the last couple of games we've been unlucky. We haven't played that well, and I think we played really well as a team today. And just I'm happy with that I scored today.
And just how important was it to start well, especially after the defeats in the last couple of games?
I think the last couple of games we hadn't started well, and I think that was the main point today. We got off to a good start, and we played well through the game.
Were you always confident that you could get the win in the end, even after Watford had equalised?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think we had more quality than, no disrespect to Watford, but again, I think the team we played really well, and we scored some good goals tonight.
It's of course Derby County in the next round. It's a great opportunity to go into the finals and set up a two-legged tie.
Certainly, I mean another tough game. I don't know much about Derby this season. I know that they've got a good playing philosophy there. They've produced players. They've got a few young players in the first team now. So we'll have a look at that in the coming days.
Perhaps a similar prospect to Watford here this evening.
I'm not sure. I think they're playing it in a similar way. We'll have to get some footage of them and then analyse what they do and what we can exploit.
It's great for the lads here, isn't it, to have this cup run though? It gives them so much confidence and belief.
It does indeed. Let's see how we fare in the next round. It would be great to get to a final.